Your squad might have killed a lot of locusts today, Lieutenant.
When you hear that a prequel is being made, you tend to wonder, is it going to be some measly cash-in? Does it have a point to it? Or will it just be rubbish? Well, when I heard Gears of War Judgment was a prequel, I thought all three just mentioned. So, is it just that? Or is there something more to Xbox 360's meaty shooter? The story in Judgment works around Kilo's squad who are being held in court for not following direct orders, with each member recollecting what happened. It is in these flashbacks you play through where the true story unfolds. The campaign itself, it's just over 6 hours long, but there's plenty to shoot and decapitate. There's also bonus missions which you can take on to increase the challenge and help award you stars for each section you play through. Each come with their own effect. Some may decrease visibility, add stronger enemies, or have a timer where you have to fight for enemies as fast as possible. It certainly adds variety to the shooter. Without it, it would quickly become stale. Also new to Gears is the smart spawn system, where you fight different enemies each time. However, it's just a gimmick. You'll soon find nearly every encounter you'll be fighting one of everything, with the exception of one or two enemies, and it gets extremely repetitive. It seems they still can't recapture the balance of the original Gears of War had. There's also an extreme lack of boss fights. There's no brumaxe, huge corpses, or anything exciting that's stalking or hunting you. You simply go from A to B, blasting everything along the way. There's one berserker, but it's breezed over, and it's nothing quite like you faced in the original Gears of War game. There are some missions which require you to set up defences and hold out. These can be exciting as you tactically place turrets and take positions as locusts charge you. Combat is still enjoyable, especially when you pull headshot after headshot hearing that squidgy pop. As for the characters, the chemistry isn't very strong this time round. Cole is pretty quiet, Baird is his normal self, and as for the other two characters, Sophia and Paddock, they only have a slight depth to them, but it's nothing that I personally cared about for the duration of the campaign. The payoff to the story is very weak also. The final boss fight is a huge letdown, and it really does seem like they're trying to cash in. There's no point in all of it. It certainly does seem overshadowed by the other Gears games too. The bonus campaign that is unlocked upon completion coincides with Gears 3, when Baird and Cole go in search of reinforcements. You can finish it in under 2 hours, and it serves nothing but as a filler. However, there is a saving grace. The visuals. They do look better than previous games. The level design is well done, with each area looking unique and interesting. Some areas are expansive, while other areas are close quarters, adding variety to each gunfight. Again, the level design is a saving grace, set in a darker tone which mirrors Gears of War 1. Which if you picked up a brand new copy of Judgment, then, well, you should have an access code so you can download and see for yourself. And if you haven't played it, you'll actually find it's a better game. However, if you don't care about the campaign, and it's the online you came for, then you should be happy. There's plenty of modes, including 2 new ones which are free-for-all and overrun. Overrun has you holding position as the locusts try to take it. It's class-based, so there's need for teamwork, such as setting up turrets, reviving teammates, and giving ammo. The other team get to play as various locusts. The more points they get to choose more powerful characters to rip through COG defences. Those that didn't enjoy the online in Gears 3 might find the balance they were looking for here. Even I managed to rack up a fair few kills. It certainly seems more enjoyable, especially Overrun. Survival is also back, 10 waves instead of 50, but it pretty much works like Overrun, only the enemy is AI controlled. One thing does annoy me though, and that's the unlocks, or lack of. When going through character customization, I noticed a handful of unlocks for weapons and character skins, some of which can be unlocked through earning prize boxes by accomplishing challenges. The rest can be bought on the marketplace, and they're not cheap. Expect to fork out 400 to 1200 for individual packs, or 4000 points if you want the lot. Skins and camos are not included in the season pass either, apart from the additional 8 that comes with it. The season pass is a pre-purchase for 6 new maps and 2 new game modes. As for the character skins and weapon camos, it's just day 1 DLC to a game cash-in for the quick buck. It seems to be a running theme with this game. You'd be better off spending it on a decent arcade game, or a brand new game for that matter. That aside, Gears of War Judgment is an okay game. The campaign gets repetitive, and it could have done with more memorable moments. it doesn't do much different. It really does feel like they're trying to cash in on their own franchise. The campaign lacked a decent nemesis, and as a whole, it really didn't have a point to it. However, the online is certainly enjoyable, and it should keep you busy for a while. However, I think you'd be better off downloading and playing the original Gears of War that comes with Judgment. Not only does it have more character, but it has better pacing and some of the most memorable moments in the franchise. If I was to give Gears Judgment a score out of 10, it'd be a 6. As always, I am Sharnofthedead, and thanks for watching.